G'day guys, how you going? Hope you're all doing very well. This evening I'm not going to be doing a review, I'm going to be doing a collection video. This is going to be showcasing my little known extreme horror films. Not so much horror in all cases, but I'm going to put it all under the extreme experience in cinema. So if you're only a casual film fan and you like films like Pacific Rim, all those kind of mainstream films that don't really provoke response in you and doesn't really challenge you, that's fair enough, but this is not going to appeal to you because this is going to be of the extreme nature. So films that don't shy away from it and that are very hard hitting. So I know a lot of you out there are fans of this particular style of film, so hopefully this will provide some interest. If you like movies like Irreversible and I Stand Alone, I'm not including them because they're widely known, but these are the type of films that are in that realm, meaning that they're equally as hard to watch. So I'm going to start off with an animated film from Denmark. This is called Princess. It's about a porn star who has died of a drug overdose and she has left behind a young daughter. So the daughter's uncle takes care of her, and this is where he realizes that she may have been molested by the people in the porn industry. So he seeks revenge. He takes the kid along with him, and the kid is subjected to violence. So it does have pedophilia themes. It has themes of extreme violence, so be very, very careful going into it. I really enjoy this one, but it is certainly not a film that I can watch over again because it's very, very depressing. Sexually explicit, doesn't involve any child porn, so don't worry about that. But the implication of child molestation is always there. So it's a very, very hard-hitting film. But if you're a fan of the extreme cinema and you want to challenge yourself, this animated film from Denmark is certainly one to have a look at. So that's the first one, Princess. The next one, we go to Hong Kong, and this is a slasher film called Dream Home. I really didn't enjoy the film in the fact that I didn't like the style that the movie actually took. It has a lot of flashbacks, and I felt that the flashbacks got in the way, but it is extreme. The violence is very, very graphic, and it is very gory. It kind of takes you back to the Cat 3 Hong Kong films of the past. So this is going back to where Hong Kong is, that is, extremely violent, and this one does not shy away from it. So if you're a slasher fan, I would say be careful because the way the story's been told, I thought the flashbacks get in the way, but when the violence hits you, it is excessive. So as far as slasher films are concerned, this is one of the more graphic films. So it's the Hong Kong slasher, Dream Home. We stay in Hong Kong for this one. This is a much better film in my opinion. Revenge and Love Story. Very gory. It's about a serial killer who rips out pregnant women's fetuses, and basically you get to know why he's doing this. It's a very hard film to watch. There's rape, there's mutilation, and there's all kinds of other torturous things. So no one ever talks about this one, which is a great shame because I felt it is very underrated. So it's Revenge, a Love Story. We go to Italy for this one. This is more of an anime kind of film, but it's strange that it's from Italy. It's usually these types of movies are made in Japan, but are very, very enjoyable. This is not so much a disturbing film, but it's just so extreme in the gory nature, and that is Adam Chaplin. I really enjoy this one. A guy comes back, he's possessed by the devil, there's a little demon on his shoulder that tells him to do things, gives him superhuman power, and he is going to wreak vengeance on the people responsible for murdering his wife. So it's just a really far out film, very far-fetched. It's kind of like a cartoon, but the violence is excessive, very, very enjoyable. As I said, not really that disturbing, but it's really, really, really gory. And so I really like this one. I wasn't expecting too much, but what I got was a really, really fun film. So that is the Italian movie Adam Chaplin. We go to Colombia for this one. Now, I've been showcasing this movie a few times, but I feel that it deserves all the recognition that it could possibly get, and that is Satania's Profile of a Killer. This is based on a true story of a guy who went on a killing spree in Bogota, Colombia, who executed a lot of people at this restaurant. So it's a movie about someone who has been rejected by society and who's basically reached his limits. He flips out and he starts killing people. So that's very relevant to today's society, especially in the United States. These kinds of things are happening, a little bit more often than we'd like. Obviously we never like to see these things, but this is part of human nature, and this basically shows you inside the mind of a guy who has been basically mentally tortured, and he feels that he doesn't fit in, and it's just a really chilling film. Kind of like a Pulp Fiction in the way it's told, three stories that intertwine with each other, but ultimately what it is a very graphic film about bullying and the consequences of someone who feels like he doesn't fit in. So very good film from Colombia. That is Satania's Profile of a Killer. Now this is one of the most hilarious films. Actually, I won't show that one right now. What I will go, I'll stay in South America for the time being. This is Hidden in the Woods, or Hidden in the Woods, or In the Woods. This is, the cover's in Spanish, but I think it's Hidden in the Woods. But anyway, it's a film from Chile. Really disturbing stuff, extreme. It's about incest. There's a father who basically molests his daughters, beats his daughters, and it just the treatment that these women, these girls get in the film is just barbaric. So definitely not a film for the squeamish. Very, very bloody, and it really took me by surprise. I love films from South America, and this one I heard nothing about, but when I saw it, I was really taken back by how extreme it was. So if you like your exploitation kind of movies, Hidden in the Woods is definitely one to get. So I think it's Hidden in the Woods, as I said. This is in Spanish, so it's been a while since I've seen it, but it is from Chile, and yeah, it is extreme. This is a Spanish film. And this Spanish film is one of the nastiest movies I've seen in a long time. Very, very cruel. And this is called Kidnapped. It's a home invasion film, and what these home invaders are capable of is just shocking. So words will not do the film justice. I think this is a brilliant film, but be very careful. It is extremely unsettling. Not excessive in the gore, but the violence is extremely high impact. I mean, what this family have to go through is simply shocking. Absolutely terrifying, and one of the most breathtaking films I've seen in a very long time. So that's the Spanish home invasion film Kidnapped. And we've got the French film that I recently did a review of about self-mutilation called In My Skin, a disgusting kind of film in the fact that you see graphically what this woman is doing to herself, but it is a very relevant film to today's society concerning mental illness. I thought it was a little bit lacking as far as character development. I thought underneath the shock value was a little bit shallow, but it's still a very extreme film. So if you want to see more detail about this movie, check out my review. I reviewed it a few weeks ago, so if you're interested in a more detailed description, please check it out. But yeah, it definitely qualifies for an extreme film. So that is the French body horror film In My Skin. And then last but not least, this is one of the wackiest films. I mean, this is extremely depraved. It's from Chad Ferrin, who is well known in the independent American horror world. I actually really liked it, but it's the type of film that you wouldn't advertise that you like it to your friends, because they'd look at you and think, what kind of weirdo are you? And this is Someone's Knocking at the Door. It's about a serial killer who has a 15-inch penis. So he basically rapes them to death. That's the kind of movie you're in for. I've never seen anything like it, and I doubt I'll ever see anything like it again. It's just really, really crazy stuff. You don't take it seriously, but there is a lot of sexual violence in it, so be very, very careful. So Someone's Knocking at the Door is not a film that I would recommend to everybody, so be warned. It is very crazy, and it doesn't shy away from showing you some pretty graphic things. So that's the last but not least, Someone's Knocking at the Door. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this. I've got plenty of other extreme films, so I'm probably going to be doing a few of these videos. But hopefully for those of you who are into your sicko kind of movies, those movies provided some interest for you. And who knows, maybe you want to go out there and see them. So until next time guys, keep watching movies, and I'll see you later. Bye.